is that barely visible? So it does this too with the other one. You know, this is barely visible, but if you leave it down here, it'll be too dark. Let's see, there's this thing. Yep, it's using RTX HDR. So I'll just leave it here for now. Studio 0. Speed tree.
I trust this will suffice.
Oh no.
God smiles upon the generous.
I might have to turn the Japanese audio on.
Away with you! Back to your septic beggar!
Unless we can turn off the subtitles.
A land grotesque as its people.
You dreamt of utopia.
You saw the tribes united as one. Oh. That dream died long ago. You should have done the same.
Oh.
Your kingdom will perish alongside you. By my hand.
Oh.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence.
Who could do this?
Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet,
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity?
Louise.
A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
spinning thing on all of them. Okay, just videos. No, thank you. Massive volume is like halfway and it's that freaking loud. That's all you got? There's no detailed, oh, interesting. Wow, up to 200%. I heard that this game has some performance issues, so I'll just stick with 100%, see how it looks. No DLSS, huh? Cloyd.
Who's there? I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight. Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest? Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
Who are you? Who shall guide the protagonist?
Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question.
Oh, is this game one of those, what is it? What is that genre? Japanese? Crossing World or whatever.
Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Well, if it's called fantasy, I guess it is. Because you're the one fantasizing it, but I guess other people might fantasize different, so...
More than wishful thinking, more than fiction. something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds. This must be what you believe. I confess my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself. So, let this tale begin.
Players want intense battles. A high-risk, high-reward mode for only battle-hardened players. See, I always have issues though with game difficulty. Just make the game the way it's intended to be played, as you have envisioned it. You know, why is it that the players have to choose which difficulty? You made the game. Can you just can you just decide what kind of game you want to make? You know, that's always been my stance when it comes to game difficulty. Why do I have to choose which difficulty? Just present it the way it's meant to be presented.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead?
Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories.
To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
So did he come from another world?
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia. Us folk, we're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Louis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute.
You're with us or against us?
If you're against us,
An igniter? How did we get one of those?
Next one. Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder. So he is. No horns, no knife is. Filthy gremlin like you. What you got on the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy.
It was like a Kingdom Heart book.
Hold it!
Oh, this game is violent.
Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line! That's what it is, not like us.
You have to wait until somebody died before you take action, so you're not very.
I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Shut his eye!
Ugh, this place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Louis saving us? Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached? Well, At least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
What mission?
Oh, the protagonist speaks, huh?
Come on! This is no time for jokes.
Gallica.
You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
Tradia Desert.
Think we'll make it?
You don't look hurt though, so that's good news. You can move, right? I'm thinking we should find a place where we can see the whole area. Okay.
Let's go.
I'm sensing something close. Don't move. Oh.
Watch out!
Those look especially dangerous, so watch out. I don't think they have noticed us yet, though.
Okay. Yikes! I think we're in a little over our heads.
So did we just avoid them? Oh, so
They
many.
look pretty tough. Careful now.
What?
Oh, I think they see us.
Oh no! Oh no, it's still on my ass.
Look. Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Refresh my memory.
Right.
Oh.
What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives? First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
Right.
It's as though music is playing directly in my mind. The effect of Gallica's magic is
Music was the first
inspiring.
magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier. Look! Over there!
That's a road, isn't it? What a relief. Grand track is already in sight.
Let's go.
Almost there. Let's keep moving and try to stay out of sight. I think that's the Grand Cathedral. That's a big enough to use as a landmark.
It's all clear.
It's not clear, bitch. I can see all the monsters. Where's the road that we saw earlier?
Yikes. I think we're in a little over our heads. Don't like this.
Oh, here we go. This is bad.
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Ukrainia. The year is 785. Ukrainia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built. By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
O great seeker, bearer of fantasy and power. We can have somebody read this for us. Hear my wish and come forth from thy epoch of glory to grant me thy what? Too fast. To grant me thy penis? Well, what is it?
Whoa, just look.
Get on with it then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong! Dive, dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead.
Yeah!
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Erebus said.
Such a shame. Aren't you? Special coin. Bless you. Oh,
Careful!
hurry.
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid! Look, we're not tourists here. Gotta stay focused.
You can't even wear it.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only Elta here, in the whole city even.
Oh, that's cute.
Capital's incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. We never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside. Not that it's very balanced. I see more Clemars and Roussants than anyone else.
Clemars? I guess it's the people with horns, Roussants. I guess the elves?
Which means the dopey Elder kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination. Shh, careful who hears you say that. But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much. Hard to see how the nation can come back from this. We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
What is this? Oh.
The king dead, his son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best, the saint, could purify this affliction.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out?
That's the dude.
No doubt His Highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy. I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes. To our contact there. This is your mission. For all our sakes. You cannot fail.
Hey, are you listening? Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic.
Uh-oh, were they levers? Oh, I'm blocking the faces of these characters, so... Here we go. They're very expressive. Yeah, they animate pretty good.
Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted, so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne.
Oh, bastard prince.
That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers. So?
Do you know where we're going? Feel free to admit that you're lost and ask me for advice. RB, local map.
Whatever will I do?
Alright then.
San Lumio Street.
Let's go see.
We don't have time for detours right now. If you're lost, check your map. Just go straight down Main Street. You should find the recruitment center.
Whatever will I do?
Alright then.
Oh, okay. I see it. What? What was the Magla accumulator? We really are in the capital right now. Yeah, I don't know if I like this toggle run thing.
Let's go see.
Maybe I should leave it to non-toggle, because then you're stuck. Yeah. Only run when you press the button, I think would be good. sure got a fancy inn here. I think we'd stick out too much if we stayed. Oh, the king died, so what? Chat, 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 chat. I prefer like this kind of, you know, the best way to do it is of course with, like in the Tales games where the NPCs will have like a dialogue box icon showing if they have something new to talk to you about, or do they have something to say, and then once you're exhausted that you can't interact with the NPC anymore. But this is like my second favorite way of like just getting the feel of a story, you know, through NPCs, like on a in a town map. Because realistically, you don't just approach any stranger and talk to them, you know, but this way it's like you're just, you know, overhearing things while you're walking around. Sanctifax Forden. So I do like this way of NPC interaction.
What's going on?
Well met, That's the end of this family. Ridiculous. Idiot peasants.
Oh. You have to believe me, I saw it with my own two eyes. A monster was attacking a town and... Come now, if any of that were true, the army would have already been dispatched. Enough with your daft stories.
That's terribly unfair.
You've never just got spooked by a wild dog and mistook it for a monster. A normal man would have just moved on, yet here you are harping on about it. I saw it, a rabid dog. Oh, say good. Now you don't... That interaction is gone. That's good. So I don't have to keep clicking and making sure, you know, that I'm not missing anything. Oh.
Elden rubbish.
They don't like humans or I guess not human, but they're all humans. People without extra furry characteristics. Some of these people have dialogue buttons. Until a few years ago, gauntlet runners used to park here in the carriage parking area. Looking at them was the only thing I look forward to, but nowadays there's a ban on them or something. Yeah, and then now you can't interact with them again. Very good. Very good. Good job, Atlas.
What to do?
Elda, you walk all the way here. Don't tell me you ran into some trouble, huh? Oh, hold on. Probably kicked out of the carriage, were you? My sympathies. That's being an Elda for you, I suppose.
Oh my. What to do?
Traversing the wasteland by foot. Must be tribal prejudice.
What to do?
So I guess the Eldas are the most abused.
That's terribly unfair.
But what is there to do now?
That was no ordinary animal. There were traces of something gargantuan crawling about after all. They have angels. So many rumors concerning monsters in the wasteland. Why, it's all you hear about these days.
Not what I
True, but I read them in Julian's book. It claims there aren't any near the royal capital yet. May I ask you to step away from the accumulator? That goes double for one of your tribe. What's that? Damn, Elda. I can spare no more of my time entertaining your stupidity. If you have no business here, then be gone. You're getting in my way of work. Is this a magic igniter as well? I wonder how it's used. What is it?
unfair.
Interesting.
Idiot peasant.
So you can tell if the crowd is interactable or not.
Oh, come off it.
It's an elder. Why is one of your kind here in Grand Trad? What's wrong with me being here? Isn't it obvious? The church has made it clear. The elder wield devilish magic that defies the teachings of sanctism. Devilish magic, she says. If she was so magical, I doubt you'd have it so hard in life. She's aggravating, but let's not cause a scene. Hey, there's that lady from earlier.
Simply amazing.
Look over there, you can see the royal palace. No, wait, that's not right. That's where the Grand Cathedral is, at least I assume, since it's off Main Street.
And what is it?
Seems to me sanctism is really a privileged thing around here, even more so than the monarchy. Oh, these are elders? No, they're not. They got horns. Papyrus woman.
So you.
An elder, huh? Pretty unusual in these parts. Oh, she's not the one who was killing the bandits earlier. Oh, not trying to be rude. Just mind yourself. This city ain't the friendliest to us inferiors. Oh, they also don't like cat ladies. Does that bother you? I'm fine. Papyrus tribe or not, I can knock those fools 6 ways from Idol's Day. Shady woman. What makes her shady? Imbecile of a driver. How long will it take? Can't help but notice we passed the recruitment center back there. I bet I could register for the army faster than this carriage connects at the city. So hurry it up before I put a bounty on your horse's head. Now, sir, please have patience. The royal funeral approaching. Foot traffic is at an all-time high. Oh.
Look at that. The new model's out now. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
What's the magic igniter?
What's a magic igniter?
See? There's a couple in the window. Like an instrument plays a tune, an igniter casts magic. Pretty hard to come by out in the countryside. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the magla in the air. Though, not exactly an archmage.
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an elden child. Are you new to our fair city? Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies. Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter? Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
The royal scepter?
The royal scepter?
I keep forgetting that he talks.
You've really never heard of it? Wow. Where do I even start?
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty, passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic, world-shattering power. More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead, with no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
Igniter merchantes. Merchantes. Keep that in mind.
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh.
A word of caution then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We'll need to be careful. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
Let's head there.
So there's this new type of magic igniter, but it's a bit gaudy if you ask me.
This is a joy!
Do the Lycaon Magic Association's igniters have to be so damn expensive? Though I suppose all magic igniters are pretty costly. I hear you, mate. Maybe I'll lodge a complaint with the shop owner. You know, like I did at the exchange earlier. Well, this shop is owned by Brigitta Lycaon. I heard she isn't one to be trifled with. Regardless, I'm a paying customer. Let me speak with her. So that was her name. Where is she now? Oh, she's gone.
This place.
So this shop sells igniters. One of those sure would come in handy. Too bad we can't afford it.
Oh God, grant me guidance.
A royal funeral for His Majesty the King will be held at the Grand Cathedral. Naturally, His Eminence Horden will be in attendance as well. You may gather at the Grand Cathedral on the day of the event.
God, grant me guidance. What am I to do?
Nobody expected His Majesty's passing. There's no heir either. The Sanctus Church had him wrapped around his finger. He wasn't good as dead to begin with. He was good as dead. My concern is how the annexed countries will react when they discover the royal bloodline is no more. I hope we can avoid a civil war. Oh, a couple of people here we can talk to. I joined the army because I look up to Lord Lewis, but now I get my arse handed to me if I so much mention it. What's the state army gonna do now? We won't find any decent recruits given the messy state of things currently.
You are?
Oh, the recruitment place? Go down the street towards the cathedral and it will be the building on the left. You looking to enlist as a soldier? Not like there's any other... There's other work for elders, I guess. Don't make assumptions. No, don't be... Yeah, we don't want to ruin our cover. What? Nothing to say? Then move along, irritating little shite. I'll give you more than enough. Giving you more than enough. Dang, that's so rude. Oh.
Leave it out, mate.
I was hoping that we'd blend in with the crowd and no one would notice that you're an elder, but the people here have sharper eyes than I thought. We don't want to draw attention, but hiding your tribe is only going to make it worse. People may insult you, but do your best to stand tall.
All right.
Easier said than done, I'm sure, but it's for the sake of the mission. And on that note, the recruitment center we're looking for should be just ahead. Where's the map? Okay, here you go.
What are you playing at?
Leave me alone.
Huh? The recruitment center? What, you want to enlist or something? Just down the road if that's the case. But in the Elder, enlisting? Bloody hell. What would be next? Wouldn't be in such a sore state if Lewis was in power. The mouth on this guy. If we weren't focused on saving the prince, I'd give him a piece of my mind. Let's just grin and bear it. What the heck? Young man, we're not interested in the shop's wares. This is no ordinary musteri shop.
Hey, sorry.
Uh-oh, we're actually in the middle of something. We've got something to do with at the recruitment center. The recruitment center. If you're lost, it's a large building down the street and to the left. Stop by when you have
Nobody
time.
know.
I do business here all the time, so if you're in the area, do stop by. Okay, I'm getting kind of sleepy.
I'm out of ideas.
And this game is chatty.
Hiya.
I heard that Katharina caught another huge bounty. Yeah, even the army couldn't pin down its location, so we were at a loss for what to do. The papyrus have a nose for these things, eh? She's putting the rest of us to shame.
I'm out of ideas.
I think this is the building.
Alright.
But I think I'm gonna stop here because once we go in, I'm sure it's like a 40-minute story section. So we'll stop here for now. Traveling boy. Okay. But I guess it's kind of hard to give like a first impression of the game. I guess I'll wait until I get to experience the battle system. So maybe next session, after I play like some of that. The story-wise, I guess it's interesting. So instead of like taking place in the real world with all this supernatural stuff, you know, this is like a complete fantasy universe.
Do me.
Do me? Why does she keep saying do me? Hold on, let's just see what these people are talking about. When I heard that His Majesty had been killed, I could hardly believe my ears. But he was a man indifferent to festivities. His death will not cause any disruption. As long as we have His Eminence Sanctifax Forden, this country will be safe. So I guess Sanctifax Forden is that older guy, and then the other one is the young guy who killed the king. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna stop here because if I go in here, I'm sure it's gonna be like a 40-minute just discussion and story and stuff. So we'll save that for later because I'm getting a little sleepy. I might take a quick nap and maybe come back and play some more.